Hello, welcome to Point Dabble Point.
Hey, we're here
live.
at the Dabble House.
What's going on? Welcome everybody on YouTube. Welcome everybody who purchased the stream. This first hour is going to be live on YouTube, and then it's going to be all behind the wall after that. And boy, oh boy, do we got a jam-packed hour for you tonight. We have, of course, a lot to go over. Just from the meet and greet Thursday night, Carl.
Yes, we went down to Stevie Tomatoes. You ever heard of it?
I have. I was amazed that they accepted the offer that we would like to do a meet and greet there. And once they said yes, how could we say no? We had to come down and hang out at the legendary Stevie Tomato.
A famous landmark here in Cape Coral.
Yes. And I guess you start at the beginning, which is John, out of the blue, decides to do a show on his channel. Yesterday, which was an edited package of his last show, particularly him addressing the Kate Meaney Tapes and proving to all of us that he fed her a bunch of horse shit.
And he doesn't care that she recorded.
He doesn't care. It doesn't bother
doesn't
him.
matter.
That's why he's premiering a video that's on a loop explaining himself and trying to do damage control. And here's what I thought was amazing. He's whatever his mom is holding over him, that he can't go on and stream anymore. It's so bad that he's been reduced to now talking about the Dabbleverse in his own chat.
Yes.
Of his channel.
The most recent Stuttering John content is him chatting on his channel.
Correct. And he had quite a few things to say during that premiere. Knowing we were going to do the meet and greet at Stevie Tomatoes, he made some promises. I guess some would say threats.
Most of us backed out and didn't end up going to Stevie Tomatoes because we heard that John's biker gang friends were going to be there.
For those who may not have seen it, Mr. Paulino, if you will, the great Vinny Paulino, ladies and gentlemen.
Producing the whole weekend for us. Doing
what a
fantastic job.
What a job. He's only yelled at everybody.
We'll find out.
Yeah, there you go. I can't wait to see Silent Mike at Stevie's after what he said about my mother.
Said some really nice things about his mom, honestly.
They were in love.
Right.
He's mad that his mom fell in love. Sorry. Okay. You got the next one? Okay. Let Lady Kate know I'll see him and Shitweyer at Stevie's tonight with a group of bikers.
Only a child would think that would intimidate someone. A group of bikers is going to show up to a bar.
So, and then I think there was one more. Bringing 20 bangers to Stevie's tonight.
Yeah, so I interpreted that as gangbangers. What do you think that means?
Hey, Frog thinks it's sausages, the British term for sausages.
Yeah, that's also what it means. But
yeah, but
I don't think he was prepared to share with the class, though. I don't think that was the plan.
Well, we hear this and we automatically assume John's not even in town. This is his big tough guy thing. His performative John.
You know how I know he's not going to be there with a biker gang? Because he said he would.
Right. And also
immediately I'm like, well, we won't be seeing John tonight.
Also the fact that he's saying he knows 20 people that are a phone call away.
Well, this guy's a friend of a friend of a friend, but still.
Right. So then we get word from the great Looney Tunes critic, video confirmation that John is in fact at the bar. He's there.
I couldn't believe it. You and I were in different places at the time, and you sent me a text. You go, John is there. I go, wrong number.
Yeah,
I don't know what you're talking about. There's no way. And then there it was.
Yeah,
proof. Stuttering John is at Stevie Tomatoes.
There you go. That's Looney Tunes catching him in the act. Observing and reporting, letting us know. So now everybody's excited.
Oh yeah. Because we're gonna get there early.
Right. We're like, okay, this is it. This is the climax. This is all the promos are done, all the talking's over. It's time for WrestleMania to start. Main event. Let's go. And we go down, and Looney Tunes was reporting while he was there that John was getting louder and louder at the bar. At one point, he walked by and you could hear him yell the words, Howard Stern. So he's holding court.
Yep.
He's trying to do damage control. He's trying to get people ready for, what's coming. I guess rounding up soldiers, troops. I don't know what's happening.
He's talking to the bar back. Who's with me against these losers? Like, I just got to watch these classes, man. I don't know.
So, look at this. We have a guest here, ladies and gentlemen, joining us via satellite on location, the great Adam Bush.
Hello, gentlemen. I'm so glad you picked the most interesting background in the house to broadcast in front of.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you. It's great to see you. You have been on the outside looking in, hearing the rumors, the stories. John is there. We are there. Did somebody hide? Did somebody run away? What was it like getting these updates, Adam?
I mean, we didn't know. I didn't know what to believe. I couldn't tell if that was a Photoshop picture,
right,
or if he was really there. And I really couldn't get any update to clearly validate either way, except for a video of Mike Morse with the puppet, which really did more damage than good. I think it was.
I just wanted you to see how the night progressed, So
I was dying to come on here and find out exactly what you're saying right now. So he did show up early. He looked angry. Even in that picture, his brow is furrowed and he just looked like ready to go. And I'll assume the
Nick Ultra tap got kicked. They had to go change the keg and it was going to take a minute and a half. So yeah, he was pretty upset.
He's doing his sales, his telemarketing pitch. He's going into the script. He's trying to get people on his side on how he's been wronged all this time, and he's just an innocent victim. So he's working.
He's unionizing and he's setting up the room to be against you. So by the time you show up, it's going to be worse. So what happens? You're not there. You get reports from other people that he's there.
Yeah,
and then what do you do?
Multiple people were messaging us because they were there early for the meet and greet. So we were getting messages saying, John is here. There's a very funny story about what John did while he was there.
Well, first of all, so one of the stories is he walks in. As he walks in, he drops his wallet. And a person, I guess, walking out or behind him picks it up and comes over to the bar where he's sitting.
It was in the parking lot. It was next to his car.
Yeah.
And how many times John told stories like this where, he gets to the Yankees game, he doesn't have his wallet. Like, I think it's just a convenient thing for him to not have his wallet.
And so the guy literally, and it doesn't announce he goes and he knows exactly who John is. He saw the ID, brought it right to John. And somebody said, you just saw that creepy finger hand come up and grab his wallet from him. There was another funny part.
They were going to take money out, but that wasn't a possibility.
There was another funny part where I asked Looney Tunes how many bikers are with him.
Yep.
And Looney said, an older woman and a gentleman. And I said, okay, maybe that's 20 bikers in his world.
And
sure.
how many dabblers are there beforehand?
At that time, I think there was about 4, maybe 5.
Yeah, half dozen.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I know one approached him at one point. Yeah,
he apologized to us for. Well,
yeah,
we'll find out about that. But yeah, someone walked up to John and dropped the S word, Shuli. Yes. So that set him off. He didn't like that.
But my thing with that is like, why would that set you off when you're there to confront the S word finally,
right?
Once and for all, you should already be upset. You also don't have to announce that you're coming to do. Imagine our surprise if we were to walk in and John is sitting there and we had no clue that he was going to be there. That would really be something. But
I was led to believe that he was 86, that he was no longer welcome and that he had a new spot.
One of the rumors, yes.
That was one of the rumors I had heard as well. But I think John always has multiple spots in case that door gets shut one day, which sounds like they all do at some point. But so what's interesting is I see on YouTube today, the gentleman Unique on his YouTube channel put out a video where he DM'd John after last night. And John gave his side of what happened last night. So I think before we say what happened.
Yeah. What did he tell Unique happened? That's
exactly. So let's go.
I've not seen this. I'm excited.
We call this the Cardiff. This is the Cardiff School of Journalism, where you present the one story and then you go into the other. I love it.
Yeah, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Shuli dropped that video claiming that he and Carl from Who Are These Podcasts.
Do you want to stop chewing that piece of meat?
At a bar.
Shuli dropped it video.
Something. Now, there are counterclaims from Brennan that the second they saw Stuttering John, well, they hid and never confronted him. Then there's other reports that Stuttering John ran, said he had something to do. So I went ahead and just asked Stuttering John. So here is our conversation.
Nice.
I put, John, how did they find out about the cop pulling you over? I mentioned it. Oh, why aren't you doing your show anymore? Too toxic. So you don't got to read all the comments. I have no desire to continue punching down. I thought you mostly talked politics, though. No offense. I've achieved more than any of these losers. Then I put true, so smash them. He put, anyway, love your shows. I put, thanks, thoughts on Kumia doing a show on WABC. He put, Kumia has went from being a top broadcaster to doing the shit weighers show. End of story. I don't get the shit weighers thing. Did you run from Shuli? I saw the video at the bar, and that's what they're saying. He put, LOL, no. What happened, if anything? He put, listen, Kyle, I go to Stevie's from about 5 to 7 every day. Jesus, what an alcoholic. Last night I had a radio interview at 101.5, Steve Travelise. I waited until 7:47 in hope of seeing the shitware so I could kick his ass. I would fight anybody.
Can you pause it?
Ask Crazy Cabby.
So he waited till 7:47. What is he, a jet now?
Well,
why not? We also were going there at 8:00.
First of all, he's got a big radio thing with Steve Travelise at 9.
At 9.
Right. So you need an hour and change to, he's got to do wind sprints. He's got
okay, all right.
couple
Go through his
pull-ups.
notes, make sure he's got all the
Right.
bullet points he wants to hit.
He's got so much new shit he's got to get out
Okay.
there.
So
Yeah.
I just find that odd right there that he said he waited till 7:47 when the meetup was at 8:00. It wasn't announced. Everyone knew 8:00.
Literally 3 minutes longer, and we would have all met.
Well, correct. We got there early.
Yeah.
we made it a point to get down there when we heard that John was sitting at the bar.
Yes.
I think the only true statement from that text was when he said, I am at Stevie Tomato's every day from 5 to 7. That I believe, because he's talked about going to the gym daily for a long time now, but he's never said, I go to the gym from 9 to 11. If he said that regularly, I might believe him. This
That's
is
a good
true.
point. Yeah, that's a good point. It's never that specific when it comes to the gym.
No,
Well,
it's always
but
just going there or just come from there. So that's why he looks like shit.
But guess what's in that same plaza as Stevie Tomato's? His gym.
The gym.
So
Right.
that's the gym he's going to every day, in my opinion.
He's going to the strip mall.
Do you want to? I'm sorry, I had you pause that. Do you want to finish up the video?
Sure.
Thank you.
Shitware is a coward. Ask the bagel boss or refer to this. And then he sent me a video. Run
The
away
hotel
to a big tough
lobby
guy.
interview.
Shuli Ego runs
Oh God,
away
still,
from me.
still
set to
celebrating
music.
that.
That's when Stuttering John confronted Shuli when Shuli still worked for the Howard Stern show. And Shuli refused to say anything.
It was really
He
embarrassing.
said, go bagel coward. I put, did you see Shuli or anyone else there when they made the video of you? No? What video do you speak of? I hang outside. Those cowards stayed inside and didn't get there until way after I left.
Wait, hold on.
showed
Those
him
are
the
two different
video.
things. Those are two completely different things. Those cowards stayed inside. Well, how would you know that if you had left before we got there?
Well, so I will say this. I asked Looney when he was there, I said, just check with the staff if the meet and greet is still happening. Because I thought John was coming up to them going, you cannot have these people
Sure.
here, blah, blah, blah. Starts whining and crying.
Because
And
we did have a reservation for this.
We did. We went through the proper channels.
Yep.
And Looney asked them, and they said, yeah. The person said to him, it's still happening. It's going to be over here. And they said, just steer clear of John, which is them telling us he's been bitching about this since the second he got here. So just steer clear of him. It's like a bee. Don't bother him. He won't bother you.
Right.
Can I just add that John continues to be brilliant and entertaining only when he's trying not to be, just like he was always told. Like, I can't believe he just wrote the sentence, "Go bagel coward." It sounds like a Tony Kushner play from The Man Who Brought You Angels in America. Go bagel coward on Broadway. Tony winner. Like, what the fuck is that? That's a sentence that he said. He's a poet.
Yeah, he's amazing. You go ahead, man.
And he put, "No, that's news to me. Why didn't this tough guy approach me, coward?" I put, "Story they're telling is you went outside and left. Do you believe in Santa Claus too?" I put, "Well, who drank the milk and cookies on Christmas morning?" I cracked myself up.
Ugh.
So then I put, "So you didn't see any of them? See anyone at one of your gigs?" "None. They're ghosts." And then
Ghosts.
Yeah, we're ghosts.
I posted this of the guy saying, "This is Stuttering John at Stevie Tomatoes tonight, 10 minutes before
He calls Mike Morse
Uncle
the guy.
Rico and
The
Artie's
guy.
podcast entered the building."
No respect.
No respect.
And then he put, "LOL, yet they have a guy hiding behind a guy to snap a picture. Real brave."
Can you
I didn't
pause it 1
see
second?
any of them. I was
So-
there from.
First of all, Looney Tunes was not hiding from him. Looney Tunes was
He's not a good hider, that Looney
No.
Tunes.
and he was close enough to hear John's conversation, and
Right.
was keeping me updated on what he wasn't hiding at all. And if John, I guarantee you saw Looney Tunes, he wasn't going to say shit to him.
It's too bad Looney Tunes didn't have Clay Dabbler or Clay Duty,
Clay
I mean,
Duty.
at that time.
Yeah, he was smart. He left it in the car at
Yeah.
first. He knew not to walk in with it.
I would have punched the shit out of that puppet.
All right, go ahead there, man.
From 5:30 to 7:47. I put, "Not even Carl? No. Are you fucking sick? When I ever ran from a fight, stupid. Have AJ Ralph, Cabby, when? I would have kicked the shit out of them if I saw them. 13 grown adults make a pilgrimage to be near me. Losers." And I put, "They bought 13 people. That's how many are coming to this Dabble House. From what I hear, I'm home. Tell Silent Mike to come by if he's so brave. I'll fuck his world up."
Well,
Facts.
hold on. All right. So
Every time.
Okay.
John is claiming that he wants people to come to his house. What happens when you go to John's house? What's the first thing that happens?
He calls the police.
He calls the
immediately.
police. If a car is just idle in front of the house, he calls the police.
Yeah. Last thing anyone wants is Mike Morse coming to their house.
No, that's
You do not want that. But but yeah, you know what? This is John's version of things. This is so when we heard
even his version doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
He was there till 7:47, and we're cowards and stayed inside.
Yeah. It when Looney said to me, the person said, "Just steer clear of John." I said, "It's fine. Let's just go in. Let's have a good time." I imagine he was going to cause a scene and yell and scream and make sure people were between both parties.
Like he did at Atlantic City in the
Correct.
casino. He made sure to get all the security alerted and coming over.
Correct. And then I think he's done with the DMs, Vince, so I think we're good with this video. And then we get the word we're 5 minutes away, 3 minutes away. And we get the word from Looney Tunes. He goes, "I just saw the Mercedes speed out of here."
Yep.
And the guy waited until 7:45, got in his car, and hauled ass out of there. For an interview that started at 9, he lives 5 minutes from there.
Yep.
He could have come back at any time. He could have left his wallet again.
Oh, we were there for a long time. Yeah.
And he didn't do any of those things. He left and never came back.
We missed him by less than 5 minutes.
Yes. No one told us to wait outside. No one told us to hide in the parking lot. They were very nice, the staff at
Oh my
Stevie
God.
Tomato.
The staff was very impressed with the puppet.
Oh my
I
God.
was talking to some of the bartenders.
Yeah.
They were blown away by the puppet.
Yeah, and you knew who knew John, because as soon as they saw the puppet, they were like, "Oh shit!" They were like, "That is pretty accurate."
Yeah,
Isn't this the exact same thing he did to Chad when Chad was coming to Cape Coral? This is what he does when people are visiting his town. He says, "I'm going to be there. I'm
Yeah.
going to meet you outside. I'm going to meet you at this third place. All right, come to my house." It always ends up like that. He's never good on his word, and these fights never happen, and he will call the cops.
Yeah, I imagine if he was there, like as soon we were hanging out outside, and Zen said he's gonna leave before we get there, and then he's gonna say we never showed up, and he was there ready to fight. And as soon as he said it, I'm like, that's John 101 right there. That is his plan, no doubt about it. And sure enough, here you have it. He was there waiting, and right before we got there, he had to go.
For a man who wants to be an elected political official, he is never where he says he's going to be. And every time he says that, it never happens. Every single time he goes to someone's house, they're not there. Who would hire him for a basic job?
Yeah. And not only were we there, John, we were outside where you were. We were, what a great turnout.
Yes.
And thank you to everybody who showed up for this thing that was just basically a week ago announced.
A lot of dabblers live in this area, it turns out.
Yeah,
very cool.
Florida's dabbler heavy, and everybody was so great, and it was such a fun hang, and everybody tipped well. And
Vinny, you got something for us?
I may have some breaking news.
Oh wow!
Oh,
What do we got?
So this was just sent to me. I can't confirm it. I have the guys looking for it, but they said to give it to you anyway.
Okay.
There is I guess we would call this a statement from the Duke.
Oh my goodness!
I thought he was out of the Dabble first. All right, let's see what he's got here.
Oh my God.
Yeah, even okay.
I have a statement I'd like to make. You're gonna have to read it because I can't.
I can confirm that I was at Stevie Tomato's in beautiful Cape Coral, Florida from 5 p.m. until around 7:45 p.m. Unfortunately, I had to cut the evening short to appear on the well-regarded Steve Trevelise show on New Jersey 101.5. Where I promoted my upcoming appearance at Chillers Con April 25th through the 27th at the Hilton in Parsippany, and my May 3rd gig at the Stress Factory. I mean, outside of the Stress Factory in New Brunswick. Now, I don't expect the shitware and Silent Mike to understand any of this. Radio interviews, promo spots, real gigs, that kind of professional.
Hold on a second. Chiller Con is a real gig in this guy's mind?
Don't be mad because you're not booked at
Good
Chiller
point.
Con,
Good
Carl.
point.
Dude, how happy are we that Virgil is dead now? John could be the new lonely
Yes.
Virgil. It's going to be incredible. That kind of professional achievement is well outside their skill set, talent level, and pay grade. Please let my track record speak for itself. I don't run from conflict. I run towards it. That's accurate.
Yeah.
That's not bluster. It's fact with video evidence. I've gone toe-to-toe with AJ Benza. I've confronted Ralph Sorella, R.I.P. Holy shit. I stepped into the ring with Crazy Cabby, another R.I.P. Most recently, I faced off against Fatty Patty and the bastard of puppets, Rocco Burrow. The shitware coward from a munchkin named the Bagel Boss, but suddenly he's the brave one.
Bastard of Puppets, is that a new one? He's coming up with all these new nicknames now.
He
He's out of the
didn't write a
Dabbleverse.
word of this shit. He didn't write.
I mean, it doesn't
any
make
of
sense
this.
at all, but it's something.
So the idea that I duck out of Stevie Tomatoes out of fear of Clubfoot Carla, just do it.
Nice.
And the rest of the little clubhouse crew, ludicrous. These clowns only feel brave when they're circling in packs. Forever the Duke.
So he didn't run, but he did because we were a group.
Well, again,
not individual.
the timeline just doesn't add up. Doing a phoner at 9 o'clock, does that mean you have to leave a place you're 5 minutes away from at 7:45?
Well, your show isn't well respected like the Steve Trevelise.
I know
program.
WABC in New York is a shit gig, but this is an amazing 9 p.m. Thursday night radio spot he had to do.
At the most, John has what? He has like one gig or appearance a month at the most. But every time someone's coming to Cape Coral and he has the chance to defend the honor of his family and his family's name and his children, he has a appearance booked that conflicts. No matter how well regarded Steve is, you'd think avenging your children's wrongs while they're in your backyard might take precedence.
And I just want to point out, none of us were going there for a fight.
No.
And I was telling everyone it would have been amazing if we walk in there and we're chanting John's name like dipshit, and he's celebrating with us and we're buying him a round or two and hanging out. That would have been fantastic for the Dabbleverse.
Yeah. The only person that was looking to fight was Frog, which was embarrassing. Because
Right. Wow.
we get in the car to go over there. He goes, I'm going to put on some fight music. And then puts on Chevelle. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Exactly, Vinny. It was almost a fight in the car. It was the first fight. do we want to bring some people in?
Yes.
Okay.
We had all these friends who are with us at Dabble House were all there last night.
Yeah. Anybody in particular? I mean, come on in, guys. There's really Lucy. You want to get in here?
Sure do.
Bring
All
the
right.
ladies in here.
Should we catch up on some super chats while these two are getting settled in over here?
Sure, Zenny. Come
Vinny,
on
I
in.
might need you to read these for us.
Yeah, they're tiny.
Yeah, we're old guys. Yeah, I know.
That's the protagonist. Sorry I couldn't make it yesterday, gents, but please take this, and I have my Dabble House ticket ready. Thank you, Hester Protagonist.
Thank you.
Yes, Dabble House. So on this PDP, we'll be listening to some of the calls. Little bonus for the PDP audience, but then we're going behind the wall for the second half of this PDP.
Yep, in 30 minutes.
Yes,
We're live there right now. If you have signed up, Dabblecon.live, you can be watching this not on YouTube, but on a website.
Yes.
And we'll be there exclusively in about 30 minutes for the second half of the show.
And you don't want to miss it.
And then WATP tonight, where I have clips of John's phone conversation with Kate after the date.
Yeah.
We're breaking that down with Shuli and the gang.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun weekend for everyone but John. So tune in. Get your Dabblecon.live settled. Get it in order. Go now. Because, listen, you can also watch it anytime later. It's yours.
Yeah.
Once you buy it, you got it. So yeah, I wanted to show us in the back, Vinny, if you can, at Steve.
Yeah.
That's so strange because it's all John ever wanted. That was his dream every day from 5 to 7 that he would walk in and have that. And it's such a fantasy. It's such a delusion, but it actually comes true and he can't enjoy it.
People traveled from hundreds of miles away to yell "Skull" with Stevie Tomatoes, and he wasn't there for it.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, yeah, that must be it.
The
Yeah,
people that showed up to go check
Say
him
that
out.
one more time, Zen. We couldn't hear you.
Oh, sorry about that. That was between me and Shuli and Carl. Sorry.
It's a secret.
I didn't want to tell everybody else. I said that must have been the 20 bangers he was talking about that were showing up to kick Shuli's ass. We charmed them.
Well, you could tell his friends were there.
Yeah, I do have some stories to tell about his friends, but we'll get caught up on the super chats.
Yes.
First.
All right. Let's start off with Barnes and Noobs. Thanks for the $5. Looking forward to hearing more of this lovesick dope get played by Katie this weekend. Skull FSJ.
That I
Keep
will
up
say
the
that
great work, Barnes and Noobs. Keep up the great work.
Yes.
Is he in the film festival contest tomorrow? Nice.
He is. Film Festival, Dabbler Film Festival tomorrow, guys. Also available tomorrow afternoon if you get the stream.
Mr. Bokus, $20 says meow.
Yeah,
good kitty.
I was just gonna say the lovesick kind of wrapped in around her finger. That is the theme of these tapes.
Yes. Oh, it's great.
Yes.
$2 from Hamheads. Let's fucking go.
Hamhead.
Snub gave us $4.99. You're behind the wall, and your best friend is behind the bars.
Thank you.
Woody from Syracuse. I am sorry, but I can't mafe Dabble House this weekend. I promise you everything is great. Had an interview for a new job yesterday and it went very well. I'm focusing on good vibes for this. I love you all. Good luck, Woody.
Good luck, Woody. That you're trying to get the one job in Syracuse. Good luck with that.
He's be mayor.
Text me if you need a hookup, Woody.
2 short, long dogs. Thanks for the 2 whatevers. Do you think SJ will turn up at your house, Carl?
He does like to drive by my house. He enjoys doing that, so he'll probably scope it out.
Count Connor, thanks for the 2. He meant he's bringing 22 baggers.
Okay.
That makes sense. Cool Opie, thanks for the $5. Wish I could, but I just rediscovered how good Radio by Alkaline Trio is. No BTW jokes here, Shuli, but I'll let you one day, I swear.
Thank you, Cool Opie.
All right, $20 from Philip Carroll. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the entertainment over the years. TSN/WATP. Best wishes for everyone. Remember to always study, find your passions, give in to the AI machine, learning overlords. Somber skull, please.
Skull.
Reverend Billy, Shuli, so Cardiff has 100% proof of you hiding in a car waiting for SJ to leave Stevie Tomatoes.
What is the proof? What is the proof, Reverend? I don't even believe you're a reverend.
Count Connor, $2. Carl, when are you installing the wood paneling?
I know. I feel weird here. Stucco. How do you podcast with stucco?
It's very white and clean.
Yeah, Florida in general.
Colonel Clink, thanks for the $5. Boys, I'm already signed up. I've got to leave in an hour, but we'll catch everything later at night. Please be funny this time.
Can't make any promises.
Yep.
For that.
No refunds.
Yeah.
Rumple Trenchco, a Columbo podcast. Thanks for the $5. Vinny rules. You other guys are cool too, I guess. Really looking forward to this. Let's go. It's a man of good taste.
You have no idea, Rumple Trenchcoat, how much work Vinny has done to make this happen for us.
Sounds
He's
like
killing
he's
it.
super chatting during the show too.
Yeah.
Ramsey, thanks for the $9. Did Shuli take the neighborhood tour?
Of John's name of Cape Coral? Is that what he's asking? You think? I don't know. I mean, no, we didn't go by his
No,
house.
we're
or
not.
anything.
We don't go to his house.
No,
we don't
I'm not.
care.
Randy Ray, thanks for the $5. Shuli SJ Puppet Singing Creep by Radiohead was hilarious. Perhaps a future album of Stuttering John singing the classics coming in the future.
I was thinking maybe for our paywall, we'll do a show where you guys request karaoke songs and the puppet will do karaoke.
I'd like to hear his version of Mr. Bojangles, if you don't mind. I think that'd be fun.
How great would it be if the puppet got greenlit for a pilot on the network show? Everything he wants.
I knew a man.
Why are you trashing me, member, for 15 months? The cop who pulled over John just posted, hey, I starred with this guy in that video. Dude, where's my registration? All right, Snub, thanks for the $9. Shuli hid in his car like Anne Frank. Poussey boy.
And Frank did not have a vehicle.
Right.
Yeah, and Frank's not real.
Thank you.
Shuli's real. That happened. He really cowered.
Santana UFC.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for the $4.99. Congrats on Sala, brother.
Thank you. Thank you. That was great news.
Fun. Okay, thanks for the $4.99. I paid $30, now $35. Please take away the bugs already.
Yeah, it's disturbing. It's what's bad ASMR. It like gives you the bad feelings instead of the good ones.
We used this on WATP this week, and someone told me they almost punched their monitor because they thought there were bugs crawling at it.
Every so often when we're streaming, I'm like, oh my God, the bugs are coming at me.
Yeah,
and I freak out.
It's got to be fun for your cats. If you have cats at the
Yeah.
house, bring them by.
Abracadabler, a member for 14 months. Firmly John Voight's LeBaron. I've been so impressed with the production level since Bob ran off. I signed up for the full tier 2. Y'all are crushing it.
Thank you. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it, man.
Ozone, thanks for the $9.99. Carl, you're doing PDP instead of this little piggy the day after Aaron pleads guilty.
I know.
Shuli, why can't you just swallow your pride, apologize to Patrick, and you two could do a guest spot on TLP right now?
Over my dead body.
I got to say, Rocco couldn't make it, and I couldn't make it. We were both in the text thread going, fuck, this is the week. We can't be on this little piggy. Damn.
What's the beef between you and Melton, Shuli? What's that about? I don't know.
Just tell the Onion I'll see him in hell. Thank you. That's my final statement.
Okay.
All right.
But he's not Jewish.
No.
KFT, thanks for $1.99. Make Shuli stand for 9 minutes and we will send you money.
I can't.
He
Don't
is
make me
standing.
cry.
That's the weird thing.
I am up. I'm jumping right now.
As tall as he gets.
Akumagen, thanks for the Canadian $5. Someone should have gone up to SJ saying they were a Patreon member and wanted that free beer.
Oh, that would have been fantastic.
He would have ran away quicker. Major Tom reports $1.99. Thanks for feeding the pores.
Of course.
Rabid Weasel, $1.99 super sticker.
Thank you, Rabbit.
Fireman John, pilgrimage, Jesus followed the lepers, right?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Right.
They did.
You familiar with that story?
I know. I've heard of the guy.
Rumple Trenchcoat, Columbo podcast. At least SJ clearly waited long enough for driving to after driving to safely drive home.
Can we just talk about the corner he paints himself into that's so unnecessary? Why say you're coming with bikers or bangers or anybody? Why say you're there to fight all of us one at a time? Why say any of that knowing you're going to leave and run away 5 minutes before we get there?
The answer is because he's a child and he would be intimidated by that. He thought we would be intimidated by that.
Yeah.
That's always the answer because John is a child.
I think there's also another element we can add to that. Tell me if you disagree. It just really became clear as we laid it all out that all of the ways John attempts to fight his enemies are the ways people try and either like woo a lover or like get their ex back. Like it's all like I was at the club just until he was here. What happened? When did he leave? Like he shows up with the say anything boombox. He makes best friends with the doorman. Like it's all stalking and ex moves. It's not violent.
It's very dramatic. Everything, right?
It's very
It's just-
romantic.
Yep. Even his fighting is romantic. You're right.
All right, Fly. Thanks for the 4.99. The background is not snack watching friendly. Thomas J, member for 14 months. Can we have another get together on Saturday or Sunday? Michael C, thanks for the $1.99. Carl, measure Shuli's nose.
Yeah, no problem.
We got 2 rulers.
Troll Hunter, thanks for the $2. Regular Coke melts teeth, lady Shaylee, go diet.
Regular. Thank you.
Yep.
Doesn't melt fake teeth. Let's go.
Mr. Doodle, thanks for the $5. When Adam isn't talking, it looks like he's pumping off.
Mhm.
I was distracted by
What do
that.
you do in a hotel room?
Yeah, I mean,
Cool Cut Cassie, thanks for the 4.99. 3 Jews, a German, and a mutt mocking a half Puerto Rican Dane with smelly feet. This is what MLK Jr. fought for. It's what RFK Jr. fought for. Hellraiser, thanks for the 6.9. Hellraiser 69, thanks for the $5. Skull, gents.
Go.
Jess, member for 21 months. Freaking cannot wait for Dabble House. Cannot believe how much I enjoy the Dabbleverse. Scola.
Believe it.
Thanks, Jess.
Troy Smith, the $1.99. Hi, kids. FSJ FKB.
Hi, Troy.
was there any graffiti in the bathroom at Stevie Tomatoes? Was there anything there?
All I saw was what was left of a sticker that was peeled off the top of the mirror in the bathroom. That's the only thing that I saw. There was
They're probably running at a deficit at that place because they did pay to paint over.
Somebody
graffiti.
on X had a great idea that I wish I thought of, if we just had a little bit more notice. He said, have a whiteboard set up and have people write FSJ, FKB.
You could find the real killer.
Right, and just see who can get it the closest to the way John wrote it on the stalls. Winner gets a prize. But no, the staff was great. The bartender was lovely. She was great.
The bartender inside, he saw the puppet and he was telling me how he's checking out the Uncle Rico show and really enjoying it. And he's like, so wait, there's like multiple shows to talk about this guy? Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah,
there's a lot going on.
The bartender on the outside asked for a beer koozie at one point. The Uncle Rico beer koozie. We gave her that.
God, I hope T.O. Hank wasn't caught using one of those.
That's what I wanted to mention. What a great guy, T.O. Hank.
He is the best.
MLC favorite shows up and hung out almost all night with us. I mean, what a sweetheart. What a sweetheart. We text now. It's all great.
You guys talk about the puppet sitting at the bar and how the reaction was to the lady bartender outside. Very nice lady, did a great job, was putting up with a lot of horse shit probably throughout the night with Stuttering John. Mike Morse brought the puppet to
we have that video.
Oh, we do? We have it on here?
Yeah. Check this out.
He brought the puppet to the bar asking the lady what he thought of it, and the lady was like, I don't like it. Get it out of here.
So the bartender immediately shut it down. We were going to get a little photo op thing going with the Stuttering John puppet up at the bar. And the lady's just like, no. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. And we all speculated that she's going to get the earful from John when that gets posted on Dabblers Anonymous. Absolutely. And she's got to talk to this asshole every single day.
When what gets posted? This?
1, 2, 3.
You pause it. All right. I just want to point out the guy between Jenny Jingles and me in the purple shirt
with the boobs.
That was, I don't believe that's a dabbler. I think that's one of John's buddies.
That is 100% one of John's buddies because he
Sativa Jimmy, how could you?
Dude, Zen, you remember me and you standing off to the side and we started watching him because he was staring at Carl like he wanted to fucking kill you.
But he didn't say a word to me.
No.
Instead, he talked to my wife.
Yeah, he's grabbing your wife's boob in this picture.
What the fuck?
Whoa.
Sativa Jimmy!
Whoa.
Dude, his
A2 Helicopter Joe.
Yeah, Jen, get over here. I want you to tell this story because he came up to you multiple times. He never talked to me at all. So John's tough guy biker gang was fighting with the women.
Wow, that's definitely one of John's
tough.
buddies.
Very, very tough.
Yes.
Oh yeah, he was real tough. He actually, when he came in for that picture, that was not just like draping his arm over my
he
shoulder.
like pulled you in.
He was like, he had a chokehold on me.
Like headlock.
He wasn't choking. He did not hurt me.
Right.
But it was a very
it's a weird way to touch a stranger.
You could tell he wanted to.
Yeah, and then after the fact, he started asking me a bunch of questions, which was kind of weird because I'm like, who the hell are you? At first, I didn't know if he was a dabbler or not.
No, we had no idea. So he was with a group of guys at the bar who were side-eyeing us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're all milling about, having fun, smiles, conversations, food, drinks. And these guys, you could tell, were not having fun.
No.
And they were all like looking over at us like, who are these fucking? So that guy was part of that group.
They definitely recognized the puppet. That's for sure.
Yeah.
One of them shoved the puppet and said, "Where's the $20 you owe me, you piece of shit?"
No, you know what it is? It's like animals. They actually recognize other things by smell first.
Right.
So none of them knew that John was there because they're like, nope, I can't detect it now. But anyway, John, tell me what this guy said to you.
So after this photo took place, he just turned to me and said, "So what is this? What's going on here?" Like, well, it's a meetup for a podcast. Well, so how long are you guys going to be in town? Like,
That's a weird question.
I know.
Yeah.
Just kind of odd. And his face was very smug. And he had a look of, he didn't like me.
Right. Yeah. He was angry with our presence.
I will say I did not get to meet him. I showed up after he had already left. So I didn't get to see this interaction. But I will say people who are locals at a bar like Stevie Tomatoes really, really dislike it when they get invaded by huge groups of people. So I will say it's possible that John does not have friends and this guy did not know John. And this guy was just
John doesn't have friends?
Yeah,
it's possible.
It's possible.
Thank
It's
you,
possible.
Lucy.
I'm just
glad
saying.
you're here for this insight.
Yeah, you're welcome. I felt like it needed to be said, Carl.
So I will say this about Stevie Tomatoes. It's not an upscale establishment by any means, but it's not a hole-in-the-wall towny joint either. There's multiple bars.
Agreed.
It's a very big indoor-outdoor space.
Yeah.
It's a sports bar. So I don't get the vibe that it's like the locals look at you funny when you come in. I don't think it's one of those places.
Well, and he also didn't have to join that picture either.
He was not invited.
No,
No,
he
he
wasn't
was not.
invited. We weren't like just, hey, everybody, come on in for the picture. He just came up.
That's
over
a
to
good
me,
point.
Put his arm around me. When I say like this.
Go ahead,
Oh, I
slower,
hate it.
slower.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Now what if he had
I hate it.
SA'd you? What would that look like?
Right. What if he French kissed you?
What would that
have looked like?
I will say also, not having seen him before, I know that you guys already mentioned this, but I just want to talk about that man's boobs because he is putting both Jenny
Yes.
and I to shame.
Yeah.
Holy cow, those are some boobs.
Well, it's like what do they say in prison? You look for the guy with the biggest boobs, and you fight
Make
with
friends
him.
with him.
Yeah.
So, guys, I just
What?
Just want to remind you guys, we are going behind the paywall in just about 13 minutes, everybody. So
Okay.
just a heads up there. You want to hit more of these super chats?
Let's do it.
I'm going to sneak off and let somebody else come and join.
All right. Thanks, Lucy.
All
We're
right.
going to need your female expertise, ladies, in the next hour behind the wall.
Yeah, Lucy's actually going to be up on WATP as well later tonight, talking about Stuttering John, talking to Kate Meaney. Let's see what his game is like. From a female perspective.
All right.
Listen to now.
Fat Factor's coming in with $5. You guys need to find the officer who pulled SJ over and have him react to everything else SJ's done. Probably seen more hygienic tweakers and hobos.
Something tells me that cop's not going to play ball.
He doesn't seem like an online personality
No.
from what I've seen so far.
STDJS Disgusting Grumpy Goiter, formerly Eugene. Thanks for the $5. What was the point of him showing up if he just left before everyone got there? So he could get drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the drunk was going to happen whether we were doing a meet and greet or not. Him leaving before we got there, he could have stayed till late. Him leaving before we got there is exactly like Zen said. Now he can say he was there. We were not. We're the cowards. He's the victor.
Yep.
Nancram, member 14 months. I can't super chat because I'm in Portugal, but I cannot quit you guys. You're still real to me, Shuli.
Love you, Nancram.
RDC Anthony gifted one Shuli Network membership.
Thank you.
Somebody got lucky. Beef Drippins. What is up, Dabble Nuts? I'm quite late.
Welcome.
Nick from Sweden sent a $27 super sticker.
Thank you.
Ooh.
Michael C. Stuttering Vinny Carlino. That's me, baby. Ramsey.
You gotta love Vinny Carlino.
Thanks for the down and nine. Zen, how good does she smell?
Good. In case you didn't hear him.
Bugle me this, member for 12 months. So in NYC, he thinks he's mobbed up. In Florida, he's a biker. What a clown.
That's a good point. You're right.
Big Daddy Dodo, thanks for the $4.99. So what are Zen and Lucy going to hook up? I'll see yous all later. We're doing it. Fireman John. Carl shouts in 2 states. Quiet down a little. Andre Gunner, thanks for the 750. John stopped drinking Coors because they donate to the Heritage Foundation, but willingly gives his money to a business that hosts his worst enemies. That's a good point. Hero of the Stupid, thanks for the $1.99. Can't wait for the tapes. Skull.
Scola.
Skull.
Michael P. I'm just super chatting to avoid Vinny yelling at you guys for a moment. Crush it, Zen. Shalom, Excelsior. Just one tit, Lucy. R.I.P. Tara. Go Bills.
Is that what the YouTube service is? One tit's okay? Okay.
That had a little something for everybody.
Better to ask for forgiveness. Harley and Joker Chaos, thanks for the 1999. It's Dabble House weekend. We have our ticket, but next Dabblecon, the Devourers will absolutely be there. Even AJ will be there, and I think AJ might actually be smarter than SJ. Have fun this weekend. We love all of you.
Love you guys.
All right. KJ, thanks for $9.99. I don't like where that guy's hands were on jingles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan either.
Yeah, Carl, you just stood there and let that happen. Why
I
don't
was
you just
behind.
slap
I didn't
tits
see
around?
what was going on. You saw where I was in that.
That's not true. Carl was feverishly masturbating. While that was happening.
Well, I know his arm wasn't around his wife.
It does point out a detail that John would never understand, though, because all he would say was, she looks like she's fine in the picture. Like, you're not allowed to say afterwards, no, I didn't enjoy that. And just because I didn't say that doesn't mean that it's not true.
Yeah.
Well, it all happened so fast. It wasn't that a big deal, but it also happened really quickly. So I'm like, what am I supposed to do?
So it was like sex with me.
Right.
Exactly.
Got it.
She didn't throw up, though, afterwards.
Paterno 20, member for 25 months. Oh, first Carl moves into my town. Now they take my bar. This is great. You guys are amazing. Hashtag FSJ.
I was here first.
Troy Smith. FSJF Sativa Jimmy. Scalzo Photo, thanks for the $4.99. When the silver Mercedes stops in front of the house, what is the plan?
We'll go out and greet him. Welcome him.
Well, yeah, come on the show.
Come on in. Can we get your? Can we get you to analyze some of these calls with us?
Yeah, or do the Opie segment with me. I don't know, whatever.
Listen, I we're talking to a lot of people last night, and they were all asking these tapes, season 2, like how bad is it? And I go, all right. If you're a Stern fan, the only thing I can tell you is that. Remember when they had the I Want You Back tape from Gary, when they found this video that Gary made?
My professional life is annoying.
Annoying.
I just came out of the rain. This is what my hair looks like. You know, so like, it was so bad. And I tell them, this is like that times 100.
If
on
John was
steroids.
here and we could play them for him,
yeah,
it'd be fantastic.
That's my point. Like, if he were to be like, let's fucking do this, the guy would make thousands of dollars sitting here analyzing this shit. It's crazy.
And then
I lost a friend, but I gained a lover. I lost a lover, but I gained a barista. I lost a barista. Why does he? Can I ask you a question? It's like an Emperor's New Clothes thing. Why does John think that making a tape saying, I know I'm being recorded, but I'm still confessing all of my life secrets to this woman anyway, got her? Like, why does he think that is somehow absolving him of any kind of responsibility for what's happening? Doesn't he know we all want to know? Why would he say bad shit then? That so resembles the truth if it's not the truth.
Yeah, I think it goes back to what Carl was saying with the bar. He's got a child's mentality of how to deal with things. And he also thinks that people are as dumb as he is.
Yes. He always thinks that he falls for shit all the time.
Yeah.
We see it happen. And now he's DMing with Kyle Unique for some reason.
But who's the guy, Chris Hansen? If he's had to have seen 5 minutes of those videos when they show up and the person goes, I knew it. I knew I was texting with a decoy. They're like, right, still a crime. Come with us. Nobody gives a shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's actually a brilliant analogy, because John talking to Kate Meaney, if there's even a 2% chance that she's actually into him,
yeah,
it's worth it.
Yeah. Yeah. I brought these Zima and condoms for nothing.
Yeah. Right.
You did that with Tim Dransky, right? When Tim was pretending to be a woman. He's like, oh, I'll roll the dice just in case it actually is a woman.
I mean, if there was a creepy meter, the glass would be broken on it for these tapes. And this is going to be like a staircase. We're slowly building. It's going to get better and better as the weekend goes on. So
Shuli, we are 5 minutes before we go back behind the paywall. And I just want to make sure I point this out. I'm looking at what we have here. We're going right into the tapes, right?
Yeah, we have a lot. We got to get in it.
We're just going right into the tapes after this. So if you've not gotten it yet, Dabblecon.live, I'm telling you, I'm looking at the titles of these folks, and
that's all it takes.
We also have the Steve Trevelise in radio interview.
That may have to go. That may have. You tell me, Mr. Bush. Would you rather hear some of the Steve Trevelise radio, or would you like to hear a track titled "John Wants More Kids"?
Steve is too well regarded for me to pass on that. In terms of regard alone, we have to fuck that. No, I got to hear the Meaney Tapes. I have to. All I care about. Come on.
Fireman John, thanks for the $1.99. Possible. John doesn't have friends, Einstein. STDJ, disgusting glumpy goiter, another $10. The tax deadline is Tuesday. Wonder what my clients would think if they knew I'm listening to this nonsense while doing their taxes. Thanks for making my busy season better. We got a couple more here. Duke of the Dog Dick Verse. Thanks for the 2. Justice for Jenny. Are you into Canadian guys?
Oh, hello.
Florida's funniest flamingo. Hello, ladies. Great show. And all the laughs. Happy Peach to all my Jewish friends.
Happy Peach, Shuli.
Yeah, happy Peach, everybody.
Happy Peach.
Shaq Samach.
Okay. I'll try Bob Susan and Pro Eric.
It's
Sorry,
not your
guys.
fault. It's not your fault. We're annoying people.
It's my Gentile blood.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle X, thanks for the 2. This is me trolling you. Check and mate, Karen.
Oh, wow. It's like the Tom Myers of trolling right there. Good stuff.
That was the best.
BMC, thanks for the 5. I'm bringing my AirPods to Seder tomorrow because no holiday will keep me from listening to Rico.
Bad Jew. Bad Jew.
I'm not even going to try that last part. It's all
Try
you guys.
Try it.
Peach Smeech.
Nailed it.
Yeah. Peach Smeech shirts available in the merch store, guys. Go in there, snatch it up.
All right. Fireman
Go
John.
Bagel Coward.
Bagel Coward.
Richard Nixon got nothing on Kate Meaney. Accurate. Ramsey 49 been out of work since November because of a wreck and severely broken arm. That ends this weekend. Send me out with the Bang Boys. Skull.
Oh, shit. Glad you're the men.
Two-Face Lying Bastard. Ambush show's already paying for itself. Fungi Brian, thanks for 2. Time for Dabble House Skull. I wish I was there. That was the last one, guys.
All right.
Wow. All right.
Well, I'm going to hop off so somebody else can hop on.
Yeah, we're is there
You want to tease one clip?
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
Behind the paywall?
Okay. All right. Can you go in the file that hold on. I'm getting a call from Grillo. Well, now is not the right time.
Oh, don't forget to plug his book.
Yeah. What is it? 30 years too late?
Find out the truth about how long you microwave a potato.
Grillo parts available wherever books are sold. All right. There's a track in a folder called New called A Fucking Hero.
Oh, I got it right here.
Oh, boy.
All right. Here we go.
I got to be held to a higher standard than everybody else. For some reason, it's weird, but I guess, that's what comes with success, right?
Yeah, but you did save me. I do think you did.
You're not the first, Kate. I mean, and I'm not bragging. I'm just saying I do it. Like I have a girl now, at Stevie's, right? So she's a little older, but she's like, she was like, I can't get a job because I'm too old and it's killing me. I need to get a job. I go, look, go apply to be a sub. She goes, how do I do that? And I helped her through the whole process. And then finally she got hired.
Oh, really?
And then we were at Stevie's and she paid for my whole tab. And she said, John, I just want to let you know that I'm so indebted to you because of how you selflessly helped me.
I now make $11
and now
an
I'm
hour.
going to go to work and I'm going to make a living doing something that will be so fun for me. And but it's not that. But I don't do it so I can tell you about it. I do it because it's my instinct.
I know.
Oh,
did somebody order a hero?
I mean, it always reminds me of when the guys run the talk show. They go, "Could you sing a little?" So I don't have my guitar. I don't. And then he just pulls it from behind.
I mean, I guess we could do a little something for you if you guys want to hear.
Perfectly tuned.
Today is gonna be the day. What's really remarkable is that we've heard John tell this exact story about the time somebody at the bar told him, hey, they need substitute emergency teachers now. And somehow when he tells that story, he's the hero, not the guy telling him about the gig. So when he's told about the gig, he's the hero. When he tells somebody else about the gig, he's also the hero in every story.
I think we're going behind the wall, everybody.
Right.
Dabblecon.live.
Can't wait.
We'll see you there.
Bye, everybody, and the Shuli Network.
Very nice.
And bye, everybody, on watching on WATP.
Bye.